Mr. Speaker, I thank our ranking member, associate myself with the kind remarks regarding our departing chairman, with whom I also share many years of cooperative work in this institution. Mr. Speaker, I'm pleased that this continuing resolution includes significant funding to help ensure that North Carolina and other affected states have the resources necessary to recover and rebuild in the wake of Hurricane Matthew and other major storms that struck earlier this year. As North Carolina's only member on the Appropriations Committee, securing this funding has been my top priority since Hurricane Matthew made landfall. And I'm grateful for the bipartisan cooperation of the congressional delegation from our state and also the Appropriations Committee leadership throughout this entire process. The bill before us also includes critical funding to address the Flint water crisis, our national opioid epidemic, and Vice President Biden's Moonshot Cancer Initiative. So it's heartening to see these efforts bear fruit. But this bipartisan approach stands in stark contrast to how the Republican leadership of this House has managed the appropriations endgame this year. Rather than work in a productive way with Democrats to finalize our fiscal 2017 appropriations bills, Republican leaders of the House have again decided, this time in connivance with the Trump transition, to abandon the appropriations bills we negotiated in good faith in favor of yet another stopgap measure, this one arbitrarily lasting for 5 months. This doesn't bode well for the appropriations process. We've heard the alarm bells sounded here today by appropriations leaders from both sides of the aisle. And make no mistake, there are some immediate consequences as well. This CR will damage HUD programs that serve our most vulnerable populations. It will also prevent states from receiving new highway and transit funding called for in the bipartisan FAST Act. The CR also contains a partisan anti-safety provision that would block overnight rest requirements for commercial truck drivers, endangering highway travel for millions of drivers across the country. And perhaps most egregious, as well as unprecedented, is inclusion of a waiver for President-elect Trump's nominee for Secretary of Defense. Now, whatever the merits of this nomination, setting aside the 7-year waiting period designed to protect civilian control of the military deserves more deliberation and debate than a CR provides. Mr. Speaker, as we enter this period of political uncertainty, I hope that we can commit in future fiscal years to an appropriations process that allows us to exercise the power of the purse, this body's essential constitutional power, in a measured and bipartisan way.